Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining us here on Greer Films channel. Pat and Mo here from Greer Films, and we're here today to talk about courage and the power of encouragement. And I think it's something that's very relatable for everyone in their daily lives and in their professional lives. And you know, it can translate to your children and just the people that are around you. And it's about that herd mentality.
The power of encouragement applies to so many different elements of our life. For us, obviously, we're partners in life and in our business, so we encourage each other, you know, in our home life with our kids. We encourage each other in sport, and then we also encourage each other in business or, you know, the creation of what we do. So absolutely, it's about that herd mentality, finding those people who will support you. You're always going to, you know, have an idea and you might present it to someone and they go, oh, really? You're going to do that? Try and have that deep down. Don't let it take it personal. You know, try and find someone else who's going to go, hey, that sounds like a really good idea. You should try, chase that down. Take it with two hands and run with it. So as Pat said, it is a part of a herd mentality, but it also can be about a tribe mentality. It's something that we have here. Tribe is something that's really used in social media. It's used in, you know, any element of community. So where do you see some kinds of tribes in what we do?
Absolutely. You know, a lot of it is finding common ground with other people, and you know, like you said, that like-mindedness, and it's generally your values align or your common interests, you know, you share common interests, that type of thing. And that's where, you know, you then can feed off each other, and you really can find that courage within yourself to get excited about things or to talk about things that you maybe not normally would talk about with other people and that type of thing. So, you know, for me, over the years, I've always been someone that originally was a bit shy and a bit worried about talking about things that I'm into in terms of collectibles that they're quite out of frame here if you're watching the video, but they're everywhere now in my house, thanks to, you know, a beautiful partner that also now loves this stuff as well. But it was that evolution of me finding that courage within myself to talk about that those are things that I like to spend my money on, I suppose. You know, it's, in some people's eyes, it can be considered a childish thing or a waste of money, a bit of plastic. Some people in the community call it plastic crack.
That's the best crack I've ate in my life. That ain't no regular cracker, was it?
Over the years, you know, I found that courage within myself to be proud of the things that I love and enjoy. And same goes with music and all that type of things, that, you know, don't be afraid of what makes you happy, because those things can be empowering.
Absolutely. And I think it is a part of that, you know, having courage within yourself, but trying to give that, it's a great gift to be able to give courage to someone else. As Pat said, you know, he was a little bit shy in the beginning when we first got together and stuff, but we both have brought out the best things in each other. So part of that is encouraging the other to explore or chase down different dreams.
Absolutely.
So we then, you know, we're in this great position with Greer Films that we get to share that gift and that empowerment with our clients and with other people that we, you know, network with or connect with. So I think, you know, from today's episode, absolutely try and find, you know, someone that you can encourage or empower, and do it for yourself as well. You know, if you've got something that you're, as Pat said, maybe a little bit shy about sharing, don't be, because guess what? You might actually connect with someone new.
Yeah, you never know who on the other side is feeling the same, or, you know, also loves the same things you do all of a sudden, and it can be quite a shock, and it's a very happy shock in some scenarios, and then you can both feed off each other with that courage of talking about the things that you love.
Absolutely. And there's obviously a lot of hard conversations out there. So, you know, definitely have courage. Find encouragement, share it with others, you know, and part of that then can be that empowerment and inspiration that you get to share with other people. So definitely connect and give people courage. There's nothing wrong with having the courage of a voice.
And also, I think it's relevant in the world of professionalism, or where you're in our world, obviously in the creative space, where having that courage to create, and don't judge your work too harshly all the time. You might have noticed in our last conversation that I did that.
It's one fine-looking barbecue pit. Why doesn't mine look like that?
Always welcome challenges with open arms, and have that courage to give it a go, and have the courage to take on feedback and evolve from those learnings as well. And I think it's a very important message that everyone needs to put themselves out there, I suppose, as well. And to do that, you got to have the power of courage.
On that, like Pat, okay, so for those who got to see our last episode, who got to watch the video or listen in, I talk too much. And that feedback came from Pat, which I think is great. So, but
there's the truth and the truth.
But I had the courage to listen to the feedback where he wasn't trying to come from a nasty place, but we're trying to improve ourselves to better for you guys to listen in or watch our videos. So, it's then the courage that he had to be honest, and then I had the courage to listen. I don't know if anyone's noticed that I've tried to be a little bit more quiet and make it more of a conversation this time. So it is about having courage to even be honest to someone about what your viewpoint is, and it's then up to that person to take it on or what they do with that feedback. So I agree.
Absolutely.
In the creative industries, it can be really tough that you've got to put yourself out there, and then you've got to try and be open to the feedback that you get. Don't try and take anything to heart. People are just trying to, maybe mold and encourage and benefit you for a long haul. So definitely, whatever your form of creation is, pick up that paintbrush, pick up that guitar, get on to graphic design, whatever it is. We're all creators. Have the courage to give it a go.
Yeah, don't be disheartened by where others are at, I suppose, because you'll eventually get there. Or everyone paints their own path or drives their own train, and your way is not necessarily the wrong way either. Like, take that inspiration that gets you inspired to create that in the first place, but don't compare yourselves to others all the time either. Like, it's obviously good in turn to sit pieces of work next to each other. It's always a good way to obviously learn from mistakes, or to try and see where maybe you could shift things to empower, like to better things. Or
you get to see an evolution when you sit things next to each other, and it doesn't matter if you've written a book, or in Pat's instance, he gets to review videos that we've done years ago, and we can compare the equipment or the way that we've put it on the editing table. But
which we'll be doing some more conversations and videos about very soon over the course of time. We'll be
absolutely
digging out some holes of those old videos and reviewing them and having a good old laugh about some of them.
Yeah, you'll definitely have to make sure you watch those. But it is getting to see that evolution, and I agree with Pat. You shouldn't be too hard on yourself, but it's not too you're allowed, or I would definitely encourage anyone to find someone that they're aspiring to. Someone that inspires you to try different things. Like, that's good, that's healthy, but definitely if someone comes in and says, oh, well, I would have done it this way, that's okay. Everyone's going to do it different, but you've got to find what works for you. And over the course of our creative, evolution of Greer Films and our professional careers, we have found different things that work for us differently. So something that works for me doesn't always work for Pat, and we find that with then other creatives. So definitely, try and find what gives you that inspirational kick each day. I know you do very different things to me, but I listen to motivational conversations quite regularly.
Another yard.
You blitz all
night. And if they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm gonna take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
It helps me turn up for Greer films.
Yeah. No, just to, put on Parkway Drive or something for me and I'll get going.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. It's too early. I need a cup of coffee first.
Metal 24 hours a day is fine by me generally.
I know a couple of other creatives that are the same. The main thing that, we wanted to touch about was courage. So, in the comments and stuff, share some of your stories or share something that you've had courage to try or how you've encouraged someone else. We'd love to hear the feedback.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us, guys.
See you soon.
Bye.